and welcome to our series of questions involving functions and linear graphs. In this video, we present an introduction to Cartesian coordinates. But first, we need to know what is a Cartesian plane. A plane is any flat surface, and a Cartesian plane is a flat surface which is formed by intersecting two number lines at right angles. So here we have two number lines, a green number line and a pink number line, and they both are intersecting each other at 90 degrees. But you might wonder, where are the numbers? Well, number lines too have numbers, and we will write them as well. But for this video, to explain the concept better, I'm skipping them. Each of the two number lines are known as axes. The green line is the horizontal axis, which is known as the x-axis because it represents the values of x. The pink line, which is the vertical line, is representing the vertical axis, which is called the y-axis. And I'm sure you have guessed that this y-axis represents the value of y. Now that we know what is Cartesian plane, we wonder why it is known as Cartesian. Well, the answer of this question leads us to the story time. Oh, a fly! Did you notice the movement of the fly? Well, René Descartes did exactly the same. Once René Descartes fell ill and he was lying on his bed when he observed a fly. He started noticing the motion or the movement or the path of the fly. The ceiling of his room had some sort of square patterns, and he started observing the movement of the fly. So it goes there, then towards the right, then it goes down, and so on. And that's how he invented the system, which is now known as the Cartesian coordinate system. And we get the word Cartesian from his name, René Descartes. So Cartesian coordinates basically help us to locate a point in a plane. More details in the next slide. So Cartesian plane is divided into four quadrants. They are named as first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. Remember that quad means four. So these axes divide the plane into four portions, which we call quadrants. The intersection of the two axes is called the origin, which is shown here with blue arrow. There are infinite number of points in the Cartesian plane, some of which you can see on the screen right now. So each point represents an ordered pair x, y, known as the coordinates. Why is it called ordered pair? Because the order is important. We first of all tell the position with respect to x-axis, and then we tell the position with respect to y-axis. Let's see an example. Now let's see how we can plot the coordinates. Let's suppose we are given a coordinate x, y. To plot it, we start from the origin. Remember where the origin is? Exactly where the two axes or the two lines intersect each other. That point is known as origin, and at origin both x and y are 0. Since x represents the horizontal axis, so for value of x, we either move in left direction or right direction. If x is positive, we move towards the right. If x is negative, we move towards the left. We move towards the right if x is positive, and if x is negative, we move towards the left from the origin. After this, we look at the value of y. Y-axis is the vertical axis, so we can either move up or down. If y is positive, we move upwards, and if y is negative, we move downwards. Trust me, it is not at all difficult. Let's see some examples. Let's suppose we have the ordered pair 3, 2. It means the first value is representing x and second value is representing y. So we start from origin. You can see the red dot. Look at the value of x. It is positive. It means we will move towards the right. So since it is positive 3, so we move 3 steps to the right. Now look at the value of y. Y is positive. It means we will go up. So y is positive 2. So we move 2 steps upwards. And this is the location of the ordered pair 3, 2 on the Cartesian plane. Let's do some more examples. If the ordered pair is 7, negative 5, we start from origin. X is positive 7, so move 7 steps towards the right. Y is negative 5, so move 5 steps downwards. So this point represents the ordered pair 7, negative 5. If we have to plot negative 3, 2, again we will start from origin as usual. X is negative 3, so we move 3 steps towards the left. Y is positive 2, so we move 2 steps upwards. What happens if both x and y are negative? Let's see. If we have to plot negative 4, negative 2, start from origin. X is negative, so we move towards the left. Negative 4, so 4 steps towards the left. Y is negative 2, so we move 2 steps downwards. So this is where the ordered pair negative 4, negative 2 will lie. Okay, so now 0, 2. We start from origin. X is 0. So will we move towards the left or right? We won't move at all because x is 0. So we will not move horizontally. Now y is 2, positive 2. It means we will move 2 steps upwards. This is where 0, 2 will lie. Now the last example. If we have to plot negative 4, 0, start from origin. X is negative 4, so we move 4 steps towards the left. And y is 0, so we don't move vertically. So this is the point which is represented by the ordered pair negative 4, 0. I hope you have got it. Let's recap. If x is positive, we move towards the right. If x is negative, we move towards left. If y is positive, we move upwards. If y is negative, we move downwards. I'm sure you can now say that plotting coordinates on a Cartesian plane is very easy peasy. Happy learning!